Commander. Welcome to Mek-Sha, outlaw crossroads of the galaxy. Darth Shaar. I'm pleased we finally have an opportunity to work together. I've heard such delicious things about you. I served your old ally, Darth Vowrawn. He asked that I aid in supervising this operation due to my experience with the galaxy's criminal element. This intriguing specimen is a member of the Brothers, our key allies on the station. They've provided the Empire with quality slave labor for many years.
It is our great honor to take those without value and give them value, to give labor to those without purpose.
It's good to work with such loyal supporters of the Empire.
Loyal and deferential. The ideal partners for a mission like ours. Our goal here is more complex than it might seem. Let's step into the operations center to discuss the details. Wait, there's some... What?
Blazes was that?
I have no idea, but I appreciate the help.
Anytime. It's good to see you again. Lord Shaar still in one piece?
Oh, yes. The Force was strong with him. Pity he didn't stand a chance. For a Sith to defy the Empress and attack you during a top priority mission, you must have done something truly stirring.
I don't remember making any Sith angry lately. None that are alive, at least.
Perhaps he simply wanted a challenge. Fascinating. Ah well, you handled him easily enough. Best if we return to the mission at hand. Shall we?
Ah, old friend. Such a pleasure to see you again after so long. I overheard something of a commotion. Is everything all right?
Someone attempted to kill our dear guest.
An assassination attempt? On you? I'm amazed that there's anyone left in the galaxy who would even try.
I'm not convinced it was an assassin. It felt more like I was being tested.
Really? I shall task some of our people with tracking the assailant down. I would love to learn more. Now then, Shaar, let's go over what we've planned.
A Republic fleet key to the defense of Corellia has taken position nearby and intends to purchase fuel from Mek-Sha in order to continue their journey. It is our task to ensure that this fleet never reaches its destination.
So, we stop them from refueling.
Unfortunately, that wouldn't fulfill our Empress's command.
If the fleet cannot acquire fuel, they'll simply consolidate what fuel they have into their most powerful warships and send them on. We do not have sufficient vessels to prevent this, and we must make every effort to stop the entire fleet.
Then we lure them in and attack while they transfer the fuel.
Just so, old friend.
Major Anri, explain your discovery.
It just so happens that a perfect weapon is built into this rock. All we have to do is take control of it. See, this place used to belong to the Hutts, till their slaves revolted and kicked them out. Now Mek-Sha's neutral, run by the 5 biggest crews on the station. Huttbreaker, she led the revolt. Well, she wanted to be sure nobody could show up and steal what she and the other slaves just won. So they put in a failsafe. It fires a pulse that neutralizes all the fuel in Mek-Sha's tanks, plus whatever's in the fuel lines, and any ships attached. We could even juice the pulse up a bit. Make it strong enough to ignite the fuel everywhere but the tanks. Fry every ship in the fleet.
Perfect. How do we get started?
The decision of whether to sell fuel to the Republic fleet hasn't been made yet. It depends on a majority vote by the top 5 crews. It falls to you to persuade them to vote in favor of selling the fuel, to help the Republic walk into our trap.
Fortunately, you have the perfect opportunity to get started. Brother?
Huttbreaker hosts a celebration, an auction of pointless material wealth gained without effort. The 5 strongest crews are invited.
You join our dear friends at Huttbreaker's auction. Ensure that the crews vote in favor of selling the fuel, and help the Republic slip its head into the noose.
Consider it done, Lord Shaar.
If any other developments occur in the meantime, we will inform you at once.
And watch your back. At least one of these crews is already in the Republic's corner, or the fleet wouldn't have come here in the first place.
Best of luck.
Fancy meeting you here, boss.
We were catching up with Theron and Lana, and they mentioned you were here. Figured we'd lend a hand.
We've cut a few deals with these people over the years. With our help, you'll know just how to play them. They'll vote however you want.
I'll be glad to have any information you can give me.
Just doing our part. If you're ready, let's head inside. All right, first up, Huttbreaker. Revolutionary leader, liberator, and unofficial queen of Mek-Sha. Her crew runs the main docks.
She won't need much convincing. Selling that fuel will bring in a small fortune, but that only stands if you keep the peace. You get too messy with any of these gangs, Huttbreaker will lock things down no matter how much she stands to make. Keeping Mek-Sha safe is her top priority.
All right. Darth Shaar said that one of the crew leaders is a Republic sympathizer. What can you tell me?
Junker Jott, retired Republic Navy. His people handle maintenance for all of Mek-Sha. They're the reason we've got air to breathe and a nice view that doesn't kill us.
Jott doesn't really have a crew, just droids and other engineers like him. But without them, this place literally doesn't work. So they get a seat at the table. Needless to say, the Republic will get his vote to refuel, so no need to get involved there. Better to focus on the other crew leaders.
Why bother with the others? Huttbreaker and Jott will vote in the Republic's favor. We tell the brothers to do the same, and we have a majority.
The brothers' relationship with the Empire is no secret. If they suddenly vote to sell fuel to the Republic, it will seem way too suspicious.
Yeah, it's more of a hassle, but you'll need a vote from one of the other crew leaders to keep the Republic from looking too closely.
First is Veek the Snake. He runs a Rhodian smuggling ring, the Harrido Walled, one of the biggest operations in the galaxy.
Veek's a businessman. He can be anybody's friend if there's an upshot for him. Just have to figure out what he needs and make sure he gets it. The other crew leader is Indigo, Mandalorian. Well, ex-Mandalorian. Same with his crew. They're called something like Darmanda. They're mercs and gun runners.
Indigo has some kind of rivalry with Veek, so it's a good thing you only need one of them to vote your way.
Is there anything else I should know?
We'll keep our eyes open for any other big players, but I'm sure you can handle these guys.
Looks like Huttbreaker's about to give her big welcome speech. Let's find a good spot.
Mek-Sha! How are you doing tonight? Look at us! We are surviving! We are thriving! We are turning this tiny rock into the beating heart of the galaxy! Just a few years ago, we were slaves. Now, we're masters. Imagine what we can become in just a few more years. All we've got to do is stay us. Be what we've been so far. We keep the peace, we keep the balance, and we keep moving forward. We've got the whole galaxy laid out in front of us. Everyone else just doesn't see it yet. All they see are the soldiers, politicians, Sith, Jedi. All the people who think they run things, who think their wars decide who's in charge. The truth is, they'll never be in charge. They'll never really run things. You know why? Because while they're busy killing each other, we're making deals, making friends, expanding everything they buy so they can blow each other up. We're selling and getting richer, stronger. By the time they stop and do the math, it will be too late. Because there will be a lot more of us than there are of them. And then, it will be us calling the shots. So stay the course, my friends. It only gets better from here. Welcome to Mek-Sha. Did you enjoy the speech?
I can see how you were able to inspire the rebellion against the Hutts.
Well, the Hutts did most of the work for me, if I'm honest. Someone just had to fire the first shot. Now then, please, enjoy our hospitality. Have a drink on me and keep the peace. You can keep the peace, yes? I have your Sith friend's word on it.
The Sith aren't known for keeping their word or keeping the peace.
Such cynicism! Commander, meet Tawi there, Jedi Knight.
It's so rare that we can step away from the war for a peaceful chat.
Just because nobody's shooting at each other yet, doesn't mean the war isn't here.
The two of us have a prior appointment, I'm afraid. Please, enjoy the auction.
I know you helped Malgus on Ossus. You picked the wrong side. And you're going to regret it.
Destroying the Republic isn't my goal. This war can end whenever we want it to.
What? With another Treaty of Coruscant? I'll pass.
Master Jedi.
See you around.
Keep on walking, I got nothing to say to imp lovers.
Why so hostile? Can't we have a civil conversation?
No, I didn't watch my buddies die in the cold of space just to make chit-chat with their killers. Or their killers' friends, whichever you are. Huh, I need another drink.
Chonky faguta geopora geotokakise. Demote que casa do bonyelis dioto. Chai con kunta chichai.
It depends on how well you treat your friends.
Makipuna male tuta od mishka. Conchita chichakta. Kusa mala chikuta. Ikosa mose ala chuta. Hobane puta taise jeskusku.
I'm curious, what's your stance on fueling the Republic ships?
Kasuyali koyaran kenka kurun. Kliskataka yos oska ukopokuta. Makipuna male tuta od mishka. Mitisa roda kopana chaporko utmangisa.
It'd be better to discuss this in private.
Pampaula kavaji otto.
What do you have in mind?
Chubulawa michade sula. Kafstu undile. Gio hola lukuta. Tungi machechu. Kuti nankihe. Wanawa de bloto wijawa.
What do you want?
Not much for small talk, are you?
No, I'm not. And I gotta hunch you on either. We wouldn't be talking unless you wanted something. So what is it?
I'm here for the same reason as everyone else. To meet people, establish mutually beneficial relationships.
Do you think Darmanda want to fight and die in your little war?
You're out of your mind. We're doing just fine on Mek-Sha.
I'm here to get your help with our operations on Mek-Sha. No fighting needed.
Interesting. Depending on the details. Look, this isn't a good place to do business. Too many years. Maybe the canteen will let it, and we'll see.
Ah, there you are. Have you learned everything you need to complete our plan?
Yes, I'm done here.
Splendid. I hope your time was illuminating.
How'd I do? Too scruffy? Just scruffy enough?
That's Novablade gear. What are you planning?
Gonna do a hit and run on Jott's turf a bit later. Need to keep the old crank from realizing who's behind it. Just need a few more sets of gear for the rest of my boys and we'll be off.
I've rather loudly let the actual Nova Blades, as well as the Exchange, hear that I'm hiring extra muscle. Word should spread quickly.
I'm on my way to meet with one of the crews we need to vote for the refueling.
Wonderful. My master knew you were the one for the job. Well then, we all have our tasks before us. Shall we reconvene in the Brothers' territory later?
Chonky faguta geopora geotokakise. Makipuna male tuta od mishka.
Your help will certainly go a long way.
Ni at umpampa boshura moki. Pakuta pal kuchapting wampa la aguakilia jikoska. Chonky faguta geopora geotokakise. Ni at umpampa boshura moki.
Who do you support?
Nakmanoya no chaita. Tuta mishka no chaita. Kafstu undile jigo hola lukuta.
What makes you think I want to stop it?
Want humpa muli ravavaba. Ko yamaya inacho casa. Kusa malachikuta, ikosa mose ala tuta, patogawa kiku bakili.
Why me? Can't your own people handle it?
Ki casa da yakatoto. Umpa bitwala ni bobo. Oya tuka change kapula. Timote ki casa, dobonye lis diwoto. Bampaula kavaji otto. Umpa bitwala ni bobo.
You want to do business with the Hutts?
Bagtra wanawaka. Mibunawa di te utwipi. Kasuyali koyaran kenka kurung. Umpata titok makichisa chubala wawuni.
I didn't know the exchange was on Mek-Sha.
Kuchuso yumata chikotoya. Wanto humpa muli ravavaba. Umpa bitwala ni bobo. Nokta chulna dobela. Patogawa kiku bakili.
I'm not here to take down the exchange, but I'll rescue the Envoy.
Kuchuso yumata chikotoya. Cha aita ye chopa. Mitwana shoto.
Papa Mechispa.
You weren't invited to this meeting, Commander.
I gather your meeting with Veek is cancelled then?
Kavaji otatakoga uta no pisto pampawuta.
I must say, I am surprised Veek chose his reputation over saving a potential deal with the Hutts.
Contachota, casa yuli koira tole kankiton.
Is the exchange helping the Hutts take back Mek-Sha? Why else would you let the exchange grow so quickly?
In truth, both of our organizations lose millions of credits to Harrido Wald every month. It's getting expensive.
Kiko ubo kili wata pangka donko potoko wata.
once Veek and his ilk are out of the way, we'll divvy up his routes and cruise between ourselves.
Yakopa Gigi Kuting Anulia Makachisa.
Chuso, you matachi kotoya. Migushu funmu dopa makma.
Dead. It was an ambush. She was working with the exchange all along.
Bampaula kavaji oto.
The Hutts in the exchange made a deal to kill you and split your resources between themselves. They didn't count on anyone else getting involved.
Kasuyali koyaran kenka kurun. Umpakambak ni jitong kagiliski chanaga. Umpa bitwala ni bobo.
You must be joking.
Chonki faguta jiopora jeoto kakise. Kusa malachikuta, ikosa mose ala chuta. Umpa bitwala ni bobo. Widok bamba, unaguta, tankwekuta.
I have other priorities right now.
Pata titok makichisa chubala wawuni. Pite perupa kadwa shiniko igadanaila. Kusa malachikuta ikosa mose ala chuta. Ai tutamishka jio lukuta.
That's exactly what I need.
Yanakuzo pike. No ye nevuta nakma.
Yes, that should be all.
Inigu daiji liska chanagawa. Jiji haku.
Commander, am I interrupting anything?
I just finished convincing Veek to support our plan. What do you need?
Perfect. Remember when I mentioned that hit and run on Jott's territory earlier? Well, I've got my squad ready to move. Last thing we need is you.
What do you mean?
Jott's crew handles maintenance for everything in the station, including the failsafe system that roasts the fuel. He'll have a schematic for the failsafe on his computers. We need that data so we can modify the system to juice it up like the boss wants. My team hits Jott's place first, so he thinks pirates are trying to run off with some of his repair droids. While he's out chasing us around, you sneak into his HQ and grab the data. Sound good?
Send me the coordinates and I'll make my way there.
You got it. Before we dive into this op, I have to tell you, I feel like Vowrawn's playing games here. Treating those creep slavers like they actually matter. Hell, playing nice with any of the locals. Boss's eyes are on more than just the mission, I'm sure of it.
You were a slave once. How do you feel about slavery in the Empire?
Being a slave was horrible, but it motivated me to be the best, to make myself more. That's what the Empire's all about, isn't it? Still, if things had been different, I could have got a lot more years soldiering in. Probably a lot of good soldiers died working in a mine or something, before they got their chance to really make a difference.
Slavery is a waste of resources. Replace them with droids, or with dedicated trained professionals. The Empire would be stronger for it.
Wow. That'd make the Empire a very different place, huh? Alright, I've burned enough of your time. I'll move my people into position and we'll be ready to start when you are. Anri out.
Major Anri, I'm downloading the failsafe schematics now.
Copy that. Think we finally have the old fool locked down. Gonna snag some droids and make our getaway before he gets loose again. Anri out.
Running off, eh? I'm not done with you. Deploy the big fellas. All of them.
Thanks to your impressive efforts, the vote has gone as we intended. Mek-Sha will sell fuel to the Republic. Their ships are preparing to dock now.
All without the slightest idea of our true plans. Well done. We can begin our attack as soon as their ships are locked in.
I've gone over the failsafe schematics with my boys. We'll break into the maintenance shafts and hit the 4 main emitters all at once. Someone else will have to throw the big switch, though. Can't activate the failsafe from inside. Has to be done from the dock's control center.
Leave that to me.
We're of the same mind. Excellent. Before you begin, I will load the remainder of our troops into assault shuttles and make a diversionary strike on the docks themselves. That should serve to distract the bulk of their defenders. Still, do be careful as you approach the failsafe controls, darling.
Don't worry, you won't need to distract them for long.
Splendid. Oh, to see their ships gutted by the very fuel that they were so desperate to acquire. This will be a glorious day for the Empire.
A day to be exceeded only by our forthcoming victory on Corellia. Now then, everyone to your tasks. Take no prisoners, and above all else, enjoy yourselves.
We're under attack! Squads 3 and 9 reinforce the maintenance entrances!
Kill them all! Come and get me. Your move, Commander!
More enemies at the docks. Squads 5 and 7, defensive positions. You've got this.
Waiting for this, Imperial. Your plan ends here. This isn't over.
I've reached the failsafe controls.
Emitters have all been modified. We're ready. Perfect. Activate the failsafe.
Firing now.
Such glorious chaos. It was everything I'd imagined. Well done, everyone. All forces return to base.
You made an all-out military assault on my docks! Mek-Sha isn't Imperial territory. You don't get to ignore my rules!
It is true that our forces attacked their ships, as they do in all corners of the galaxy. But it was your council that voted to put them in that position.
And it was your weapon that shredded their ships so spectacularly.
No! They'll never think
that we have been working together since the beginning. That is exactly what they'll think. Why else would you be meeting us now?
You have made an enemy of the Republic. Your neutrality will be meaningless.
But You are not alone in these trying times. Your affiliation with the Empire will gradually strengthen over time. I believe you could become our key refueling station in this sector, if you learn to behave.
Taking over the station wasn't our mission here.
Not our only mission, perhaps, but the Empire's logistical structure doesn't expand itself. A small deployment of troops, perhaps a warship or two, and we'll gain years of smooth and reliable operations in this sector.
You make a good point. This will make the Empire stronger.
I'm glad you agree. You may go now.
Vowrawn, Shaar, report.
The Republic fleet has been all but eradicated. They will not trouble you on Corellia.
Then your mission is complete. Prepare to extract all forces. With no further Republic reinforcements to contend with, our victory on Corellia is all but guaranteed. I'm transmitting coordinates now. We will meet to discuss our strategy for the attack immediately. Malgus out.
Watching you work has been as delightful as ever. I shall look forward to our next opportunity to collaborate, as always. Farewell.
My lords. Orders just came through. Looks like I'm backing you up on Corellia. Heard they have good whiskey. Might try and grab some.
Don't bother. Calcinor's blends are just as good, and much simpler to find in Imperial space.
Maybe so. But you know what they say about a looted bottle? The truest taste of victory. Oh, I like this one.
I've enjoyed working with her so far. Major Anri, this is Lana Beniko.
Charmed.
Hey, I saw the Sith leave. Am I clear to come in now?
One of yours?
Most of the time.
Are we good to go or what? This is not the best neighborhood.
Lead the way.